Guys, welcome back to this review. Today we are going to carry out a review on EURCAD. EURCAD, actually, last week's trading setups, EURCAD was the most performing one because I think it's the one that we traded last time. It had a very nice setup in the 4-hour time frame, but this time we are trading in the lowest or intermediate time frame, which is the minute 15. And this is how it was doing. Everything was so fine. Actually, guys, at the end of this video I'm gonna leave the forecasts of next week, and actually if you have a pair that you want us to actually analyze for you, you can send it in the comment section, and I can be here long enough to analyze it for you and show you where you will find your entries. But right now I'm going to show you our last week's trades, starting on I think it was starting on 15. Maybe let's put on the period separators, show you exactly how last week was, how many trades we took, how many got losses. And actually there shouldn't be anyone telling you that his trading strategy is 100%. A trader actually makes losses and at the same time he makes profits, but at the end of the day, if you weigh them all together, you find that there is a profit made. That's why you have to introduce proper risk management. You won't risk all your account on one trade, and then in the end you find you can't trade tomorrow. Now the name of the game is to stay long enough in the market until you make the profits. Okay, I have to introduce period separators so that we mark out the days that we since Monday of this previous week. Let's see, ascension breaks. I think they are in. Now this is where it all starts from. That is the very day that we are seeing. This really play out perfectly. Okay. I always tell you something that I know most of the people don't listen to it, but it's the best advice that I always give to my people. Always make sure that you have a very good broker that you are using. Now the moment you place, let's say you have a EURCAD, as we were trading it, I see that this is EURCAD of Oandi. Actually all those brokers are fine, but make sure that you use a broker who can actually satisfy your trading style. I think this is the one I was using. You can see all the scalings that are in. This is the one that I was looking for. Let's remove this. I think starting on 15, that is how the market was working. So we came and saw that this was a very good break of market structure. Here. I'm sure by the end of this lesson, everyone shall have already scooped out the exact strategy and how it works, how to respect it, which levels to mark, and everything, because there are a variety of examples in this setup. That is our take profit, which is another break of structure. But first, I think we should clear all these charts, because this is kind of something not nice. But this is how the last week was. Excuse me. And we first clear all this, and we can start clearly, and I show you how you can actually take very nice smart money concept trades. Now we came and realized that right here on this level, price failed to break structure. So we see that on this level, this is where price actually decided to start pushing. This is where momentum came from, to push to the break of structure. Now on top of that, this level had you see, it is a very good pin for you to take some trades. But what we analyzed on this level, on this structure, on this shift from this leg right here, from this level, my god, yeah, okay, from this level until this high, from this low to this high, we found that there was no fair value gap, and all we needed was a point that will hold the price. And we came and analyzed that there was a lot of liquidity resting over here. Oh my god, that was a lot of liquidity. You can see these pushes from this area. This shows you a lot of liquidity lying. And then we realized that the smart money trap was right here. This is where the trap was. So smart money came in here and set their traps so that whoever finds this level, they shall find it more attractive to take their trades. And so did many people here. And as they were making their profits, that's where smart money took them out to sweep this liquidity. And right here is the point where smart money actually had to start taking out their orders. And when you check properly in this level, you shall find a very good change of character, a change of character that gives us the best confirmation. It always breaks of structure to the downside, price continues breaking structure to the downside, then finally on this same real level, that's where we receive a fast break of structure to the upside and mitigation, and then we enter the market. That is how we enter the market, with a sniper entry. Now let's first see in the 1 minute if it actually reaches. Yeah, I'm sure it must reach there, but if it doesn't, it's fine. We shall use another setup. Oh my god, they're really very small, but I hope it comes to it. No, we didn't make it. That's sick. Yeah, fine, we made it. Now let me show you the best trading entry that I actually use, I myself. Now this is what price does. You can see in the 1 minute time frame, this is a break of structure, a break of market structure, and this is the first shift, market shift to the upside, which we can call a change of character. And then price mitigates. Now this is how price comes, a break of structure, making lower lows, lower highs, and then this is the extreme lower low. This is a change of character, price mitigates, and it starts going to the upside. And this is where we find our entries, right on this level. Then we dive into the market. I'm going to show you another example so that you don't feel insecure on this trading style, because this is the trading style that we use on a daily basis. This is the very trading style that we use a daily basis. Let me see. As long as you have a proper risk management, as long as you put in all the conditions required to take up a trade, you're fine to go. Sure that you always trade with the money you are willing to lose, because trading is not a guarantee. It's not a get rich quick scheme, but if you have the discipline, you can actually succeeding in it. Now this is the, I think this is the fair value gap. If we are looking from this level, yeah, from here until here, can see that price moved, generated a lot of liquidity right here. This is all internal liquidity, and it has to be swept. Very clearly we can see a smart money trap sitting over here. Have you seen it right now? Now you can recognize the traps and everything. Yeah, this is smart money trap, SMT. Then we see an order block right here, and this is exactly where price actually started from. We can see a shift which is very big, and then the market just printed money from there, forming another break of market structure to the upside, which is our take profit. Guys, trading is very simple. Don't just stress yourself with strategies that actually will keep you stressed all the time, with indicators running from this indicator to another indicator. Then here we see a market shift. Now price was starting to go to the downside, which we can call a change of character, and price started breaking structures to the downside. Now that was the trade on 17th, and then when price made a change of character, so we had to come and mark all the points of interest that we had right here on this level, and that's where price actually bounced off. Then we got an entry using this breaker block that was sitting right over there, with our stop losses right up that week. Then we got our take profit being hit. Now remember that price, after sweeping liquidity, it starts generating liquidity. Now if price is moving in the upside, it will actually generate buy side liquidity. As it is moving downwards, it will generate sell side liquidity. Now let me show you, this was a break of structure. Let me see here, price left this point as the main liquidity that had to be swept before price goes to the downside. That was the liquidity that was being hunted. Now when we look at another setup here, this is where the game became more tough. Now you can see out of the week, in the entire week, we managed to take one. So I think this was the first trade. This is 1, 2, 3. Now how come it's kind of like I missed some trades, because there were 4 trades. Yeah, here it's too evident I missed a trade here. You can see it right here because it's too evident right here. You can see this was a break of structure. I think we never took this trade, but it was also a very perfect trade using this institutional funding candle. Everything was too evident. Everything was very evident. Now you see, I know what I was trading right now, because I also realized that there can't be 3 trades, because there were 4 and 1 trade running into a loss. Here is another trade that we took. Yeah, this was the first trade on 16th. You have to journal your trades and make sure that you know each trade you took. Write the profit. If it's a loss, accept your loss, and if it's a profit, take the profit. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one. Yeah, the 5th one, which was on Friday. I think I was trading it live with you guys. This trade went crazy, and remember, everything was so fine. But then that is the reality behind trading. If you were able to see this video, you are also seeing exactly how the market moves. The market does not abide by the trend. This is a trap, very evident. Let's say it is an SMT, high smart money trap. And then we have an order block sitting right here, where price was supposed to respect. Now we can call it an order block. Okay. Now if you check clearly, around this level, it's where we were supposed to take in our trades. And indeed, aggressive traders simply took in their trades, and what happened was not good. But with proper risk management, you have to accept your trading, because there is no trading style that doesn't give you a loss. Believe it or not, there's no trading strategy that is 100% sure. That can never happen. Nobody should ever lie to you. Now that made a loss, and I'm sure it will, if it broke structure to the upside, I think it made a change of character. It's actually evident, everyone can see it. Now we consider that to be a change of character. Though it's on a lower time frame, then we expect price to use one of these levels to start pushing to the upside. Let's say, yeah, I think this is the level where we should expect price to push from to the upside. Actually, it can also use all these levels, are very varied, for price to retrace from them. But generally, out of 5 trades, we managed to scoop out 4 trades in profit. Now for someone in proper risk management, now let's say you had $100, and on the first trade you made $50, the next trade $50, and the third trade $50, plus the fourth trade $50. And on the 5th trade, make sure that you stay disciplined. Don't risk all the money that you've been getting through the entire week on one trade. Now if someone here on this 5th trade had risked to lose $50, or let's say $25, that is 1 to 2, yeah, that's a loss of $25, but you still earn, say, 50, 50, 50, 50. Those are $200. That's how trading works. And then actually today I wanted to give you more about next week's forecasts. Maybe let me check on should I show you on gold? Gold is currently gold. Let's see in NZUSD. Maybe we look for them in the 4-hour time frame. I think it's fine in the 4-hour time frame. Let's see. Now on the 4-hour time frame, I think I should clear them all. I think, yeah. In the 4-hour time frame, NZUSD is actually breaking structures to the downside. You can see here, this is our previous break of market structure to the downside. So all we need is to wait for price to retrace to these levels. This is a supply zone where price is most likely to retrace from, and then we receive price will simply bounce off from that level. So keep this level under watch. Try that you don't let it go, because it has already started building liquidity structures right here. You can see them. So we expect price to leave this level, because there are so many orders sitting over there, and that's a profit taken. And GBPUSD, what does it say? That was just a small thing. Giving us a supply zone. And we check on EURUSD. Yeah, I think EURUSD was fine. Let's see EURUSD. Now EURUSD actually gave us a very nice entry last week. Was it last week? Yeah. You can see how EURUSD actually made a very nice move. That is a breakout structure that we were notifying. And then on this level, now we expect EURUSD to actually use one of these levels. Do you see this level right here? Yeah. Make sure you watch it carefully, because this level can actually hold price without even exceeding to those other levels, because it's very powerful. You can see how it was pushing levels to the upside. Now the moment it was broken, price never came back to retrace on it. So what we expect is price actually tapping on that level and continuing to the downside. So let's mark them. I'm not sure, but I think this week it's gonna reach. We have some small trades that we take from the inside, but those are very minor 15-minute trades, are very small. Now someone may ask, how did I take this trade? How did I take these trades? Because they are extremely, it's the way how actually they don't look pairing with the strategy, but they are very fine. But let's wait for this price to reach this level, and then we stack in our positions. Make sure, don't forget a 15-minute change of character right here on this level, like that. Let's harvest something on that level. We shall expect price to touch there, and I think as well as GBPUSD, because EURUSD goes in line with GBPUSD. Then guys, I will be seeing in my next video where I'll be showing you how to find varied points of interest. I think my next video will be on leverage, because most of the people have been using the leverage very wrong. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, because we'll be leaving you market forecasts almost every weekend. Guys, don't forget to